Good morning, Raeden.
Good morning, Suzanne.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
When you hear the word alienation, what rises for you?
Um, for me, alienation feels like a catalyst and to show up in a sense. It feels like when you're told no and you want to do something even more.
Mm,
So for me, alienation makes me feel like if I'm feeling alienated, I usually feel like I need to go find my own space to show up even more than I'm able to in whatever space I'm feeling alienated in. Kind of operate under the assumption that like what's not for me is just not for me. Like I don't want to be in spaces that I feel alienated in because I feel like that's an opportunity to go somewhere else and grow something even more.
that's so fascinating to me. So you use it as a leverage to help you become who you already are.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that you said that.
Thank you.
Um, what do you have the experience of alienating from your own self?
I have the experience of disassociating from myself. So, like, leaving my physical body and floating around up above it. Um, but I think feeling safe enough to come down is something that I'm working on, finding
Nice.
spaces and people that I feel like I can be here with and I don't have
Nice.
to escape.
Beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
That's wise and generative.
Thank you.
When you hear the word restoration, what does that mean to you?
When I hear restoration, I think the word restore implies that there's something to return back to because you're restoring something that
Mm,
once was. But for me, when I hear restoration, I envision more of a blooming and a growing
mm,
into an unknown that hasn't been ventured into yet. So
beautiful.
rather than like returning to something, like fixing it back to its original state, I think more so of like evolving and growing into something that you might not know exactly what that looks like, but it feels restorative to like foster that growth, if that makes sense.
That's beautiful. Thank you for saying that. I know you haven't, quote, studied polarity, but you've certainly been in the filming about it, and you hang out with Aji, who lives and breathes it. But what you've harnessed so far, why would you want other people to have access to it?
I would want other people to have access to polarity because of the sense of safety that I'm hearing people receive from polarity. Polarity has helped them find safety, not equate safety with the absence of danger, but be able to rely on their inner safety. And I think polarity gives people a chance to let someone else take the wheel for a little bit and not have to be in the driver's seat. Like the soul can take over and the mind can become neutral. And so, in a sense, you can relinquish some control or a false sense of control that you think you have. And therefore, you can be more compassionate and patient with yourself and less hard on yourself because the sense of control that you think you have, if your mind is running the ship all the time, is actually not the most at rest state you can be. So it provides an alternative. And I think that perspective and just knowing that there's an alternative to feeling like you are like the only one who can change your life and do all these things, being like i I'm not the star of the show. Like I can take a little bit of a back seat and let things flow through me, and by letting them flow, like my
Mm.
radiance will be able to shine